Hello everybody, we're here live at the iconic Marine Stadium in Miami. And as always at the Coconut Grove Seafood Festival, amazing things going on. So we've actually focused our entire weekend not only on the normal cool stuff to get kids involved in the oceans and people aware of what's going on with the habitat, protecting all these cool animals that we love and adore, but ideally all of this is tying into a very special place to all of us with the Keys and KeysStrong.org with Elmira and her team that is all about supporting the families. 11,000 families lost their homes. That the cameras aren't down there with CNN and everybody actually showing the story, but there's wonderful people who are actually all about just making good things happen. The spirit of Keys couldn't be stronger, but literally thousands of people still sleeping in their cars, no water, no toilets, no food, and it's all about us helping them. So one call to our dear friend Wyland. As always, Wyland, what an extraordinary man. He donated for our beautiful shirts today, this amazing pelican, and that particular spirit of the Keys, the strength and soaring over adversity. It's, you know, we were thinking about maybe a fish or a dolphin, and Wyland gets it because he's so in tune. He said, you know, I've got something about that's resilient and it's always about strength and the spirit of the Keys. And so within 2 seconds, he actually helped us out. And with Kathy here today with the Wyland Foundation, as always, we are so honored to have partnered with Wyland Foundation. Kathy, thank you and your team so much for coming today.
Thank you very much.
So I understand that you guys are known as not the groupies, but is it true you're the groupers?
That's correct.
Yo! Okay. That's like Jimmy Buffett stuff, right? That is so cool, right? Absolutely. So we have 3 groupers here. So Kathy, talk about like our amazing role model in all things cool, Wyland, right? So talk about the groupers. Okay. Tell us about the groupers.
Well, first off, the groupers came about a little play on words. We were always around, always hanging around.
Were there margaritas involved?
Maybe.
Groupers. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So we've known Wyland since 1992, and about 15 years ago, he started doing some wall projects and everything over here.
And when you mention wall projects, just so all you know, 100 cities. Wyland, like I've gone through Providence and Boston, I look up and I see these beautiful murals of whales and dolphins. I say, what is that, right? And Wyland, in 100 cities around the world, has painted like jaw-dropping murals of these animals, right? So when you talk about the murals of the walls, just so everyone knows.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Well, he's painted 100 murals all around the world. The last one being in Beijing for the 2008 Olympics. And he brought some youth ambassadors that have been represented here today. Lily and her brother Trent, they were here. But we've done a lot of volunteer work with him in the last 15 years or so. So whenever he's had an event, we'd show up.
15 years?
15 years. We've known him since the early 90s, so longer than maybe 27, 28 years. But, he gets these big projects going, and of course he always needs volunteers. But it's not just about painting the walls. As we started to get more and more involved and more helping him out, we realized that, he had a message that he was trying to deliver, and that was, to take care of the oceans, to be stewards for the oceans, to make sure that every drop counts. Water is vitally important. Clean water. Basically, he looks at children and he says, "You're our future," and he wants the kids to, kind of come out and, the kids get it at, say 5th grade level. They're hooked. They're stuck on it for life, and they want to protect what they love, and they're so for that. But it's all encompassing. Everybody's got to be a champion for the oceans. I mean, if we disregard it, it's going to go by the wayside. I mean, we saw the problem with the corals a minute ago. A lot of it, the chemicals in the water and all of this stuff is causing water temperatures to rise, and it's killing these corals. We have to be more stewards for the ocean, and we have to do more projects. I'm tying this in with the Keys a little bit.
Which Wyland is? When you think of the Keys,
Wyland has a home down there in Keys, and
he's part of that whole community and that family. So
water is his backyard, it's his life. He's a fantastic individual, and he's super generous and super kind, and an amazing talent.
And for those of we're lucky enough to know him personally, but honestly, if you've never met him, he's the most gracious, kind, just considerate, Midwest. I mean, I've been with him on the phone with his mother. Wyland is like one of those guys that's just, we all want to be a little bit more like Wyland.
You never get it from a boy from Detroit, but imagine that.
Very special guy.
Born and raised in Detroit, and here he is, a champion for our lovely oceans.
Yeah.
And keep it that way. You know, he's seen a lot of devastation. He was, you know, right out there when the oil spills happened. And, you know, how do we help this? How do we, you know, make our animals not be so impacted by this? And we started getting more and more of the groupers, getting more and more involved.
Not groupies, groupers. Yes. High five to the groupers. Okay. There you go. Hit it.
We started doing more and more events with them.
So what is it that you guys actually, when it comes to event, you guys are at the activations, the painting, the engagement, the
education? We do a lot of volunteer coordinating. Yeah. We get a lot of volunteers.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
Fins on the ground. Fins on the ground.
Flippers, get moved.
Flappy, flappy. Good.
Flappy, flappy.
Right. So like this is a great example, right?
Exactly.
So a year ago, just to set this up, so this is one of the, I don't know if this is on camera, but so Coca-Cola, who's been a long time supporter, they gave us 12 rain barrels for a rain barrel road in Miami-Dade schools, and we've always been Celebration City with Chris Granzo, who's wonderful people in Miami-Dade.
Rains a lot down here, we might as well put it to good use.
So they normally would throw this out. So what's super cool about this rain barrel, which was actually a Coke syrup barrel, and all of our friends at Coke, they gave us the barrels and all the parts to make it all work with the schools. They re-engineer these so that, first of all, Wyland and the kids could paint them. So we bring in the arts back in, because it's always like, wow, how cool is that the kids can express themselves in paint. And then the kids will actually engineer the way that the water can actually move architecture and engineering to a garden so that we have nutrition. So we have arts, engineering, architecture, nutrition, all be put together with a big corporate sponsor like Coke. But Wyland is doing that little magic dust to make it super cool and fun for the kids. So you want to talk about what was going on today with you guys painting?
Sure,
with kids and people all over the Coconut Grove Super Festival stopping by and doing that little magic, right?
Well, in the spirit of trying to get kids involved, we invited them over to paint with us. We've asked for them to, you know, put a sea creature or, you know, what they think of when they think of the ocean and what lives down there. And of course, this is what we're all trying to protect. So we want to put it down there and, in a way, strike gold with it, if you will. You know, grab them and make them want to help the earth and help the oceans.
So if people want to become a grouper and help the oceans and be one of you guys,
absolutely.
How do they do it? Where do they go?
We can go to the WylandFoundation.org website, and on there he's got several, you know, he's got a page or a link in there that you can go to.
So
sign up to be a volunteer.
It's .org, WylandFoundation.org. Can you actually online? You can just fill it out and say, I'm ready to be a grouper. Ready to rock.
I'm located here and I'm willing to help whenever there's an event. Or even go one step further. If you don't even do that, go ahead and get yourself involved. Do something. Clean up a river. Clean up a stream. You don't have to be near an ocean. Okay? Do an ocean cleanup. Do a shoreline cleanup. Do a river's bend edge.
Just be grouperlicious. Whatever you're doing. Get out there and get grouper.
Go out there and you know, take the sight of humans away from the water. In other words, go ahead, clean it up, restore it back to where it was, and you know, just make it natural again.
And that's really what WylandFoundation.org is, all those people helping to affect kids, get kids drawing arts and a passion. But also what Wyland's done so beautifully is he connects that heartstring. He's totally about emotionally connecting the beauty of his art and his passion. And I've had the privilege of diving with him when he's kind of in his zen moments, just down quiet on the reef. And you can see the love this guy, authentic love he has for the animals and the habitat. So before we wrap up, anybody who wants to be part of this and help out and become a grouper, go to WylandFoundation.org.
But it's not even just a grouper. Go ahead and be just a Wyland volunteer, or go ahead if your kids have done something fantastic for the water, contact them. Go through the Youth Ambassador page. You know, we have several of youth ambassadors here. Go ahead, sign up, sign on. Tell them what you've been doing out there, and you're going to get a shout out from him. You know,
and we've had a lot of your youth ambassadors on stage today.
Yeah, he's got this wonderful Global Learning Center. He's got this bus. It goes everywhere. Goes to all the schools. It's a hands-on exhibit to learn about the water and the water cycle.
And the teachers in the schools, if they wanted to know more about that, they go to the website.
They can go to the website as well, and they can talk to them about it there as well.
So there's also somebody very special you wanted to mention? That
right. Yes, we want to actually say hello.
There's 4 groupers.
Shout out to our 007 grouper.
007 and a half, Sean.
We love you, Sean. Mermaid Strong.
Mermaid Strong, it is.
So what is the story with Sean, just so everyone
It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Sean is currently fighting. She just finished her last round of chemo. And she's totally kicking butt. She's
a powerful grouper.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, with magic, with that Wyland Magic Dust, making good things happen.
Absolutely.
So everybody who wants to know more, go to wylandfoundation.org, right?
Yeah.
Become a grouper. And as always, we're so thrilled and honored to be part of this.
Volunteer. It's not known as the grouper, but you go and be a volunteer.
Wyland for his beautiful art with our pelican here for KeysStrong.org and supporting Elmira and everybody that we love in the
Tell them the grouper sent you.
That's actually it. Tell them the grouper sent you. So we'll be live all weekend here on Facebook Live from the beautiful, iconic Marine Stadium in Miami at the Coconut Grove Seafood Festival. Thank you for staying with us. We'll be back in a few minutes and we'll be here all weekend long. Let's group out. Group-olicious.